Alright y'all, instead of going out, why don't you treat you and your date to a southern style fish fry? Only this time, we're using salmon. So I have about 3 servings of salmon right here. Start off by removing the skin from the fish with a paper towel. Now I'm not gonna lie, this took me a few times to perfect, but you'll eventually get the hang of it. And if you happen to tear off some of the meat, just toss it to the side and we'll use it a little bit later. Next we're gonna cut them in half. Some people like to cut the fish into nuggets, and that's cool, but I prefer strips. I think they look a lot better. Also, make sure to put something like a towel underneath your cutting board so it doesn't slip like this. On to the seasonings. We're going garlic powder, onion powder, Cajun seasoning, and some black pepper to finish it off. My tip of the day for beginners is to experiment with seasoning and don't be intimidated to put too much on there. The only way to learn how you like your food to taste is to try tweaking the recipe each time you make it. Eventually, you'll get exactly how you like it. Now this part is going to be a little non-traditional, okay? But stick with me here. We're going to use mustard as a binder to help our flour stick to the fish. Trust me, you can't taste it. But what you can taste is the hot sauce that we'll be putting on there next. That's going to give it a little bit of a kick. Okay guys, let's have a heart-to-heart for a second. Now, I know you're more than capable of making a batter by yourself, but trust me, get the Louisiana brand New Orleans style fish fry. It's the best tasting fish fry I've had, and no one's even paying me to say that. Anyways, make sure you still re-season your flour, but gently, because it doesn't need much else. While we get our salmon dredge, go ahead and get your fryer to about 350 to 360 degrees. Those things are only like $30 at Walmart, and I've got my money's worth and then some. Now if you don't have a fryer, go ahead and get you some oil and a pan and get that on the stove. We want everything to be ready when we get done with this step. The lemon pepper seasoning at the end is optional, but I think it adds a really good flavor to the fish. Now toss the salmon in the flour a couple times so that's evenly coated. You also want to let it rest for a minute, then toss it again if you have time. This is what your fish should look like when it's coated. Now gently drop the strips into the basket and then into the grease. Whether you're using a deep fryer or not, you still want to flip them about halfway through so they can cook evenly. Just remember to be careful so that the fish doesn't break. Please, please, please don't overcook your salmon. Trust me, 3 to 5 minutes is all you need. And voila, perfection. Now, before I run out of time, I know what some of y'all are thinking. Where's the mac and cheese that you were showing us in the video before? Don't worry, that's coming on Tuesday, but make sure you subscribe and leave a like so you don't miss anything from the date night.